Valassis Communications has been a leader in the sales promotion industry for 27 years. Its flagship product, the freestanding insert, is a colorful booklet containing coupons and other values from many of America's largest companies, such as Kellogg and General Mills. These inserts are distributed through newspapers to over 57 million households each Sunday. Valassis has built a strong reputation as being an excellent employer. In the January 12, 1998 issue of Fortune magazine, Valassis Communications was named one of the 100 best companies to work for in America. To be awarded this prestigious designation, a company must meet and exceed a number of stringent criteria relating to its corporate culture and work environment, as well as to the organization's overall performance. Why is employee motivation important in the creation of a corporate culture where people are performing at a high level? CEO David Brandon and his employees believe the corporate culture and work environment at Valassis are the keys to the company's success.
We're constantly managing the culture and the work ethic and the attitude that exists in our organization, and every decision we make, how we lay out a facility that we're going to provide to our people, how we're going to implement our benefit programs, how our incentive programs are going to work. We're always thinking, how can we make people smile?
I don't think that it would be one of the 100 best companies to work for in America if we weren't considered a real fun place to work. So that's important. But also, we have a lot of very goal-oriented people in our organization.
And if you look at our culture, you definitely find that we have a culture of change. We have a culture that requires a lot of flexibility and a culture of people who like to set goals and achieve those goals. And if you're not that type of person, you're probably going to be uncomfortable within the organization. But if you have that, you're going to thrive and you're going to enjoy the work culture.
It's not going to be good for the people who come to work and do their job and go home and do their job in a mediocre way. But to be honest with you, there's not too many of those people at this company because we've done a good job from the get-go hiring motivated people.
We look at what our market needs are, we look at what our organizational needs are, and we say, how do we create the right work environment? And it's not about a stress-free environment, because we all know that that's a country club, and country clubs don't make a lot of money. And we know it's not a pressure cooker, because we all know that that's debilitating. We want to get the sweet spot right in between.
We are very proud of our turnover statistics. They're extremely low. And the reason that they are so low is that we work really hard at retention. And the way that you do that is to fairly compensate people, make sure that they feel rewarded, make sure that they feel recognized, and to also make sure that they feel challenged in their career development. And we do that. We do that in good times and in bad.
Establishing a motivational corporate culture with strong values leading to high levels of performance is important, but implementing specific aspects of performance-based rewards and recognition are equally important at Valassis. What types of motivational strategies, reward and recognition systems are necessary to create a performance-driven corporate culture? Valassis top management has developed a philosophy that has guided their motivational strategy. They want all employees to behave as owners of the business.
I want you to feel like and behave like an owner of this company. And the more shares I can get in your pocket and the more incentives I can get in front of you, the more carrots I can get you to chase, the more I can just stand back and watch you go, because your interests are aligned with mine, which happen to be totally aligned with the shareholders.
One of the things that has been constant is a pay-for-performance system, a way for employees to share in the wealth that the company is building, making them feel like an owner whether or not they actually own part of the company.
You know, typically people stay with companies for a couple of reasons. They really love and enjoy and are challenged by what they do. And the other reason is that they're fairly compensated, rewarded, and recognized for a job well done.
We've got an element to reward people for teamwork. We've got an element to reward people for individual achievement. And then we have some of the key salary base things too, but you don't get a raise around here unless you find a way to earn the raise. And when you get it, it's beyond fair. I mean, we compensate well. So it keeps people motivated, and it helps them to do what you need them to do to move the organization along.
Based upon its motivational philosophy and strategy, Valassis has developed a comprehensive reward system called the Total Performance Plan. The plan includes typical elements such as base salary, fringe benefits, profit sharing, and stock purchases. But one unique element within the total performance plan is called champion pay.
At Valassis, we have a total performance plan. It's performance-based. We want to be able to reward the employees who do a great job at our company. And as a result, it has a number of components. Base salary is one, and that's an important part of the overall compensation plan. But we also have something that's called champion pay. Champion pay are immediate incentives that are given to people to reward them for a job well done.
Whether you're a parent, or whether you're an employer, whether you're a leader in an organization, one of the responsibilities you have is to catch people in the act of doing something good. And once again, a lot of cultures don't get that. They think, well, if I'm a manager, my job is to find out who's screwing up and either, jerk them around or get rid of them and replace them, because my job is to find the problems and solve them. And I don't get that, because positive energy emanates from going to people, catch them in the act of doing something right, and rewarding them.
If somebody completes a project that saves our company X amount of dollars, or that generates a new idea that potentially generates revenue for our company, or just works extraordinarily hard to get something done, we have the ability to stand up and pay them $50, $500, $5,000 or more on the spot.
We don't take them into a quiet room and say, now don't tell anybody, but here's $1,000 for what you just did because it was really important, but don't tell anybody. We have managers out here who ring bells. They ring a bell and everybody in the department comes and they all gather around and they know what's about to happen. And you put somebody up on a chair and you tell everybody in the organization, here's what this person accomplished today, here's what they did yesterday, here's what was achieved as a result of their efforts, and you hit them over the head with some money and everybody applauds and everybody feels good. But then they go back and they sit and they go, I wanted that to be me. I want that to be me. Now what did that person do to get that champion designation and to get that money? Gee, I'm going to do that, or I'm going to do something like that. And what you're doing is simply reinforcing positive behavior.
You might find two or three individuals in a given group that don't get any, and two or three that are getting the majority of it. And that's okay, because what we're trying to do is reward performance.
And the people who don't perform and don't receive salary increases and just can't see their way to that type of performance aren't going to be here for long.
In contrast to champion pay's emphasis on individual contributions, team achievement dividends were designed to motivate and reward team performance within Valassis.
It's called a team achievement dividend, and that is a team-oriented dividend payment that is paid based on the performance of the company overall in a given year.
We said everybody who's working here is on the team, and we created basically levels of participation. We create the pool, and it's a dividend. You get it if you're here. There's no subjectivity to it all. It's all based as a percentage of your annual pay. It's all based on earnings per share productivity, which is the way that the public likes to evaluate the performance of public companies. I want to talk about team achievement dividends for a moment. Have I got your attention? What we do on an every 6-month basis is we compare how we're doing against our target. And if we're on target, we hit everybody over the head with a real nice check. If we're ahead of target, we'll hit them over the head with a really nice check. And if we're behind, people will suffer as our shareholders will. But based on our Chief Financial Officer's wise guidance and advice, he has allowed me to give you the first two numbers of what will be the percentage. And the first number is a 1, and the second number is a 3. I don't care whether you're talking about our receptionists and our switchboard operators, our building maintenance people, or our vice presidents, they're all tied into the same plan. And so we're all one team pushing for the same kind of activities and results.
Financial incentives are important motivators at Valassis, but so are celebrations of company successes and achievements.
We believe strongly here, and have for a long time, that when you achieve important things, you celebrate. We've done a lot of celebrating this year because we've achieved a lot of important things. So what we do here at Valassis is we celebrate. When we achieve something important, before we just run on to the next hurdle that we have to get over, we really say, wait a minute, this is important. Let's take some time and feel good about it and focus on it and learn from it. You may be sick of celebrating. I hoped you felt that way. 2 days ago, I received a letter from Fortune magazine advising me of the fact that we had been again chosen as one of the 100 best companies to work for. The banner. When credible people come to you and say, listen, we've researched this for a long time, we've decided you're one of the 100 best, that's worth a party. So we have cakes and champagne and bands and parades and surprises and balloons and signs and banners and t-shirts and all kinds of neat stuff. And we will not get a lot of work done the latter part of the afternoon tomorrow, and that's okay, because we're going to celebrate something that we've achieved that is very, very important.
In addition to celebrations, Valassis seeks to motivate employees through career advancement via promotion from within, numerous awards and recognition programs, and flexible working hours. Valassis headquarters also provides special facilities for employees, such as a workout room, a family room for working parents, and even a hairstyling salon.
How can we make people smile? How can we make this a place where they enjoy coming and that they'll brag about to their peer group out there in the community and say, gee, you know, you don't have a hairdresser and a manicurist that comes to your place of work and make it real convenient for you to get that done where you go to work. You got to put on your boots and slosh through the snow on your lunch hour to go get that service. My company provides it.
Valassis has been recognized as one of the best companies to work for in America. This honor is the result of a motivational strategy where employees are recognized for outstanding performance both as individuals and in teams. CEO David Brandon can't understand why more organizations don't follow similar approaches.
I go crazy when I sometimes hear my counterparts say, I can't wait till our business condition gets strong enough that I can afford to do all that stuff that Dave does for his employees. And I say, you don't get it, you dummy. You'll get a great business condition if you're willing to make that investment in getting great people and keeping them.